for some reason...
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, she is like, I got diabetes, so I kind of need to have sugar.
Oh, yeah, so she ends up collapsing later.
And that's... She ends up
so
collapsing
then they find the house. And
Killian carries her to the house.
So then they try, so then he tries getting her back. He ends up doing that, so then they end up exploring the house.
And then, at the house...
they find this, they found portraits of everyone. The house is, dirty, crazy. So then then they end up finding this corpse of this family's mother.
And there's, money.
There's money all over.
That was actually the budget.
It
was a couple 20s.
That was the budget.
It was like $150 and a couple 20s. That's probably the budget of this movie.
Yeah.
We need money.
This is Elizabeth is looking at the house. So she goes to this one guy's room,
and she
finds pictures of herself
in the treehouse.
Then she finds pictures of
Little Pete.
Of Bob.
Little Bob. Sorry. So basically, while she's doing this, Killian has found
Little Bob being tortured.
Killian
is in the shed, and then he sees the shadow people return.
One of them has a whip. One of them has
no, it's not a whip. It's like some hockey stick. It turns out they're not shadow people. They're
just
cultists. No, they're not cultists. They're just these crazy people. We like to call them Big Cheese. Limpy because he always has this limp. Also, I'm pretty sure he has herpes.
And
Johnson.
So Limpy is the best part of the movie.
Limpy is the best part.
He's
of the
movie.
He's limping. He's always limping.
Yeah.
But
so you could see one of them riding in on Crawford's bike.
Yeah. So before
so he died.
Yeah. So
off screen, of course.
But the way they killed him was pretty brutal, though. You don't get to see it, but you get to see the aftermath. They literally tied him to a cross
and they burned
crucified him. Well, yeah, they crucified him and they burned him alive.
That was what the smoke was.
That's what the smoke was at the earlier.
Him burning.
Him burning. So
he
ends up so Killian goes up to the body and is like, "What is this?" And then he looks at the pictures and finds out that is actually his brother. So then he shows very little emotion to that. He's he just cries a bit. Also, this kid, every time he speaks, he sounds like he's whining.
And he
there's this really plot about his dad was part of the military,
and he got shot by someone.
He got shot by this sniper, and then he's super abusive to his family. But that's not.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. It shows up until at the end of the movie.
So basically, they're in the house now. They're in the house. No. Okay, so Johnson, Limpy, and Big Cheese are back at the house. They go check out the house, and then
the worst thing happens. So Elizabeth is in the room looking at pictures that they took of her in the treehouse. So then Big Cheese and Jared walk into the room. Limpy was in the shed. Limpy and Big Cheese went into the room, and they're like, all right, she's not here. So they walk out of the room. So the camera turns over and shows that she was actually hiding in the curtains. Remember that hiding spot when you played hide and seek as a child?
But Limpy is so dumb.
The worst hiding spot, the most cliche hiding spot, is you hiding behind a curtain. And this works
against this crazy trio of idiots.
Yeah. So
Limpy hobbles right next to her and he doesn't even see him. And Limpy is the smartest of the bunch.
Limpy walks into the shed where Killian's in, so Killian starts hiding, so then Limpy's
limping,
looking.
He's doing his Limpy thing.
He's looking, but then he's super dumb, so he doesn't look at anything. So then he goes outside. No, not Jared. Killian goes outside, and then he finds his brother's corpse, and then he just decides to walk out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why. Maybe because he's sad or something.
And then he
so he walks out, and then he looks outside and sees the trio, and then Limpy has the gun.
Limpy has a
shotgun, and he shoots him. But before he shoots him, Elizabeth comes in
and hits him,
and saving Killian. So then she tells Killian to run into the forest, which he does.
Limpy and Johnson pursue Killian while Big Cheese stays behind to deal with
Elizabeth.
So Big Cheese randomly takes off his shirt and then punches her in the face a couple times.
So then Killian is running in the forest,
Johnson catches up to him.
Johnson catches up to him. So then they fight in like this like river
He drowns him.
So he starts drowning him, but then like he has like a flashback when his father attempted to drown his brother.
So then he
headbutts him in the back and takes out his knife. Takes out
the knife that Johnson had?
Johnson's knife and stabs him in the neck with the same blood effect of Elizabeth cutting her foot.
And then he runs. And then he runs into the bushes. Well, he runs
and
into,
then she just finds Elizabeth in the middle of the woods.
No, wait. That's
no.
He runs into the swamp. He does not find Elizabeth yet. He runs into the swamp. And then Big Cheese catches up to him. He's all shirtless. He's like,
"Come on." Oh no! After he kills Johnson, he looks over, and then like Big Cheese is there. So what he does?
He throws a knife.
Like Big Cheese has a shotgun, so he drops the shotgun. And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna kill you." So he's like, "All right, you and me, mano a mano, we're gonna fight this out." So then what Killian does is he takes his knife and chucks it at him. He gets full on stabbed in the chest. And all he does
is smiles
and removes it.
And then he just was like, no.
He's not dead. This comes in later in the movie. He's not dead.
You actually think that you could hurt me?
Yeah, so he's not dead. So then they find Elizabeth in the middle of the woods.
And then they go out.
So then they're talking, and then they look over, and Limpy starts running towards them.
The best part of this movie.
Yeah. So Limpy starts chasing them until they get on. So then apparently the police were coming.
No, that wasn't. I don't think it was the police.
No, that was the police.
So then they run out. This is a stupid movie. They run out in front of the guy. He's like, "Whoa, oh my god!" And then he steers into a rock and he dies.
And then he dies. He has 1 second of screen time and he dies. So just so the main characters can take out his gun and shoot Limpy in the face.
No, Limpy doesn't.
They shoot him 2 times in the chest.
No blood or anything.
No blood or anything.
Wasn't in the budget.
So that he falls on the ground
and then Elizabeth finishes off the headshot.
Finishes off. So then Killian goes, okay.
They sit down.
They sit down and talk a bit.
And then the trunk randomly opens.
The trunk just
randomly opens.
It just opens. So then Killian looks inside. He's like, you better take a look at this cliche. So then she looks in and then finds out there's a bunch of guns.
There's like an assault rifle.
There's like an assault rifle. So they take out the guns and they look into the forest and they go, there's still one of them left. There's still Big Cheese. Big Cheese is still alive. So then Elizabeth takes out one of the assault rifles and they're just having this inspirational speech, which makes me think that during the movie I was gonna be like, we looked at the time and there's 4 minutes left of the movie, and we're just like,
don't do this to a treehouse.
No, they're not. They're not doing this. They're not.
And then they want the guns. They walk out. And then it's like,
and then the movie ends.
Beat the black.
The movie ends.
And we were screaming.
Finishing the story.
We were screaming.
The movie ends.
Also 2024 Treehouse Endgame. Endgame! Treehouse Endgame!
Treehouse 2 Endgame, the final chapter
has
to be released just so we can find out
what happens. I am going to direct it. I don't think they're going to direct it.
If they don't direct it, we will. We will make Treehouse 2.
Endgame, the final chapter of the long haul. Roderick rules.
No. Okay. So,
that was the end of the movie. We were very disappointed.
Was trash.
Trash.
I hated it.
But now, that's enough about the movie. Let's get to the reverse review.
Let's get to the rating.
I would
so as you know, 10 is the worst and 1 is the best.
2 is the best because
2 is but we each have a score out of 5. Then we add our scores together to see what the final thing is.
So I would give this movie a solid 3 for the number of killer psychopaths that there were in it. No, Limpy gets 2 points. I didn't really care about Johnson. But, yeah, the effects were nothing, basically. It's for nothing, because there was only 3 effects. The story was kind of followable, but it was very boring, to be honest. And the characters didn't really feel like characters. All we had was a sulky guy, a bad actor, and an American Southern girl with a cut in her foot.
Yeah.
The best part of the movie was obviously Limpy, but for that cliffhanger, I would actually take 1 point away, so I give it a solid 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5? Really?
2 out of 5.
I give this movie 4 out of 5. The characters sucked.
Wait. Sorry,
Did you forget about your own rules?
I forgot it was a reverse review. Sorry. Then 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5. I give this movie 4 out of 5. The characters were bland. The effects were trash. They didn't even. The title was super inaccurate, and the ending was garbage. But the reason I'm not giving this 5 out of 5 is because they tried.
They tried their best.
They tried to make a movie.
Wimpy saved it. Wimpy saved it.
They tried. There were some decently disturbing moments in it.
Like the
burning and the crucifixion, just for the decent shock factor. But other than that, the movie was garbage.
Yeah.
So in total, you gave it a 4 out of 5. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
So it gets a total 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
So yeah, it was a pretty bad movie, but it was not the worst movie. Not Thanksgiving level, not yet. But
Thanksgiving was self-aware, so that's Thanksgiving 3. Thanksgiving 1 was bad. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the end of this episode of Is It Over Yet? I am your host, James Ware. This is your host,
Jack
Kowski. And I need you to like the button, like the video, smash the like button, comment down below, share, friends, subscribe to Digital and Quality Club. This has been boy quality content, and Jack. See you next video. Goodbye.